when you talked about it in terms of developmental, it's always developmental, whether I'm a first grade teacher or whether I'm doing this for, life is always about some consideration of what's the developmental status of the people that I'm talking with.
Yeah.
So you really took the elements of what the focus of the storyboard would be, and then you translated it into practical terms for yourself.
And there's that iterative process back and forth of what do I mean and who am I speaking with and what's the focus and how are they all connected? It's that it's like a loop in a way as you develop a storyboard, which I've found really fun and fascinating to do.
Well, I mean, I think the other interesting part of this too, Michelle, is that from a storyboard designer, just like you, sometimes I actually have to clarify what I'm trying to communicate in the first place. So the notion first is that from a designer's point of view, before we can think about it as an outward facing communication experience, it's sort of like, how am I sort of laying these pieces out? And in what ways does that actually shift and change my own thinking about the course design or the order of information or how to continue to go after streamlining, what to cut out and scale back on, what to move for another professional development experience, that kind of thing.
It reminds me of, I think it was William Wordsworth who wrote, I would have written you a short note, but I didn't have time, so here's a long one. I think that thing of, beginning with everything and then really parsing out what's really most important, what's the essence here. That's a great discipline for the storyboard writer themselves.
That's right.
So that you bring that in wherever you're doing your work.